Tea, Betty. Fresh brewed.
Oh, tar, love.
Morning, Betty.
Oh, morning, Fred. Oh, listen, while I think about it, we've got enough lamb for today, you know, for the hot pots, but we need some more for tomorrow.
Leave it with me.
OK.
Aye, right, well, I shall get about my business. And what have you got planned for today?
What do you mean, apart from seeing to this place? Well, I haven't given it any thought, but I expect it'll be whatever takes me fancy.
I expect it will.
Come on, girls, don't hang about. It's time for school.
So, what will you do now, Sal? Will you be looking for a job or what?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to. I've got no choice. Hey, what did I tell you two at home? I said a couple of biscuits for your break.
That's $5.76, please, love.
Oh, I haven't got enough. You're going to have to put them chocolate bars back.
Oh, Mum, everyone at school's got chocolate.
Rosie, stop whinging. Just put them back.
Tell you what, Sal, why don't you pay me the rest next time you come in?
Well, yeah, that's all right. Right, come on, girls, off to school. Come on. See you later.
Bye. Well, I fancy a cup of tea, don't you? If you've got time.
That's about all I have got.
There you go, love. What's wrong with you?
Right, well, ask.
I knew there was something wrong with Mr. Hardcastle were in. You didn't ask him how he was getting on with his hemorrhoids.
I haven't got any time for chit-chat.
Yeah, well, the only time you're quite like this is when you're poorly. Or something's bothering you. But, if you think I'm being nosy...
No. You best know. It's Eve. She's seen this chap.
Give off. You must be mistaken.
I followed them, you see. They went into this chap's house. I waited till they came out, like, and then I tackled him. Do you know who he is? Linda's father. Her ex-husband, only. He's not her ex at all.
What do you mean?
Him and her are still married. He told me. Him and her never got a divorce.
That means you and Eve are legally married. Well, what's it all about? What's Eve said?
I haven't tackled it yet.
Yeah, well, this bloke could be lying. He could be just playing a joke on you.
Anyway, why should he lie?
Search me.
She's been sneaking off to see him behind my back. Oh, you're lucky you are. You've got a wife you can trust.
But you'll get the insurance cover, won't you? I mean, that should solve all your problems.
No, Deirdre, I owe money left, right and centre. Bills that I haven't settled up for. Money that I borrowed to get me going.
How much, if you don't mind me asking?
I can't tell you because it's that much. I'm frightened to add it all up myself. Things are that bad, Deirdre. I've been really stupid.
Sally, I think you're being very hard on yourself. You've brought those two girls up on your own. That's a job in itself without running a business.
You're right, but I was daft to try. I should have just got a bog-standard 9-to-5 job and stuck to it.
What, like me, you mean? Come on, Sal. At least you gave it a go.
I mean, I agonised over Charlie Ramsden, you know, about deciding what I should do. But in the end, I had to face the fact that she was a danger to herself, not to mention the kids. Couldn't just let the situation stagger on.
Well, first I thought you were wrong, but now I tend to agree with you. But I'm in a minority in the staff room, I have to tell you. Most of them take the line that, well, Charlie was your colleague, so you turn a blind eye. I think some of them will caught the attitude our hardest kids trot out. You know the one, grassing on your mates is the worst of all sins.
Well, if that's what they think, more fool them.
Are you taking us English again this after?
I am.
Well, do you know how to poem yourselves? Mine's great, you know. They're brilliant.
Well, don't let modesty hold you back, Aidan. He's a bright boy.
And also trouble. Watch yourself with him.
Well, thanks for the tip, but I've already spotted that. I'll see you then.
Where's baby Ben today?
Oh, he's with his mum. She's got a day off today, although she is working a shift tonight. Though right now, she's taking him off, you know, to show off to a couple of pals.
Oh, bless him. It must be lovely that, taking your baby out.
And you'll be pleased to know, after I've had this, I'm going down to the town hall to see the powers that be about the funding for your historical spectacular.
Thank you, Curly.
Oh, yes, we're most grateful. Had I better come with you, do you think?
What, close up the cafe and losing afternoon's takings?
Well, it is a worthy cause, Hayley.
Yeah, but we're already going to have to put up quite a bit of our own money.
And I was thinking I could add weight to Curly's efforts. There's strength in numbers, after all.
Well...
And then again, As an expert in local history, I could explain to your council people, these powers that be, how the skirmish served as a paradigm, i.e. a blueprint, as it were, for the Civil War on a wider plane.
Right, well...
I could even draw you a few diagrams to show the ebb and flow of battle on what we now know to be the Red Wreck.
Roy, I think that Curly ought to go on his own. What this mission calls for is more diplomacy, you know.
There is nobody more diplomatic than me. Unless, of course, I run up against ignorance or a stupid denigration of historical research. Well, if you think so.
I do. And we're dead grateful, Curly, honest.
My pleasure. All in a day's work. Actually, I think your grant's in the bag. I mean, your project is exactly what council funding is all about.
This is the realisation of a lifelong dream. And your dinner, councillor, is on the house.
Hi, what's for lunch?
Well, I don't know about you. I'll probably get myself a nice salad in Manchester.
I thought you were going to make something.
Well, quite frankly, I've been too busy trying to sort out something to wear tonight. I don't want to let Archie down.
Well, that'd make a change, you letting him down. Where's he taking you?
I don't know. Surprise, he said.
Oh, what, the flying horse instead of the Rovers, then?
No, Archie gave me the distinct impression that tonight will be a bit special. And I'm telling you, I've got absolutely nothing to wear.
Oh, come on. You can hardly get in your wardrobe. It's so cram-jam full.
Look, you know what I mean. Hey, when you were a teenager, you were always rummaging through my stuff, taking anything that took your fancy, and without so much as a by your leave. What about that suede handbag I got myself one Christmas? You were off with that the minute I got it unwrapped.
By heck, that takes me back.
I was very good to you like that. Deirdre, lend us 20 quid, will you?
Oh, I knew there'd be a catch in it.
Just till my pension comes. Here, I'll tell you what, make it 40. I'd like to get my hair done.
I hope he's worth it.
You've lost your winning lottery ticket with all the numbers on it, right? Or is it something serious?
No.
You've got a face as long as a menu in a Chinese restaurant. A man like you should be full of the joys.
How'd you make that out?
Do what? You own a pub, don't you? You're newlywed. You've got your lady wife pulling pints for you, or whatever you fancy.
It may look like that from where you're sitting. Isn't a bed of roses, I can tell you.
Do I take it that you and your lady wife have fallen out? Well, you did want to get married, didn't you?
Aye. That's what I had in mind, yeah. I can't talk about it now. Let's just say I've a domestic problem.
Yeah, I believe you. I married the daughter, didn't I? That was bad enough. You went for the mother, who must have taught the daughter everything she knows.
Yeah.
Look, I'll give you a word of advice, my old son. Any turmoil on the home front and sort it out straight off.
Aye, I will.
Show her who's the governor. You never know. Could be you.
Councillor Naismith. Good afternoon.
Councillor Watts.
Are you waiting for the Community Funding Subcommittee chair?
No, I'm not. So you're at the front of the queue.
Ah, right. Good. Oh. I wonder who he is. Or she. It's nearly sexist then. The chair of the Community Funding Subcommittee.
Me.
Ah, right.
And if you're here to seek funding for your protest group that penned me up in the council's own car park, you can forget it.
No, nothing like that, no. And, by the way, no hard feelings about that. Certainly not on my side, anyway. No, I'm here on behalf of some of my worthy constituents who pay their council tax on the dot. The Weatherfield Historical Society.
Oh, yes?
Yeah, they want to stage an event this summer on the Red Wreck. It's rather a brilliant idea, actually. It's a reenactment of a Civil War battle. Well, skirmish, really.
I've seen you skirmishing, Mr. Watts.
Yeah, well, this is more round heads, cavaliers, that sort of thing. And according to Roy Cropper, who is the head of the Weatherfield Historical Society, this battle actually happened around these parts in 1642. So, if you could give them the funding for it, I'm sure they'd make a bang-up job of it.
I can't give them any funding, Mr. Watts.
Well, why not? Surely you can consider this.
How can I consider funding an event that isn't even going to happen? Eh, Councillor?
And I asked you all to try your hand at a poem with the added challenge of finding some rhymes, or part rhymes. So...
I did one.
Well, all right, Aidan. Let's start with you. Come on, let's hear it.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No. It's Supermarket Man! Some people push pills, some people push coke, but our teacher isn't that kind of a bloke. When he got well past such youthful follies, in his old age he began pushing trolleys. He would count them all out and bring them all back, so the supermarket boss wouldn't give him the sack. Out in the car park, who is this old crock? Why, a good shepherd in search of his flock. Each missing trolley marooned by the car flow, like a sheep, stands and waits for its friend, Mr. Barlow.
Okay. All right. Sit down, Aidan. Actually, that was rather good. Technically. In fact, it was so good, I want you to do me another, only this time I'm going to give you the title, and it's Pushing Your Luck, not Trolleys.
But they've got it all worked out when the Royalist Army marched into town from the east.
Mr. Watts, you're living in Cloud Cuckoo Land, as your historical friends appear to be doing also. According to my records, they haven't even applied for permission to use the Red Wreck for this jamboree.
Well, no, I don't think they have, no. But I don't think they realised that they had to.
Well, they do. They have to apply to the park's manager. And I'll tell you what else they haven't done. They have not approached the licensing department. They have not applied to the health and safety department in writing so that what they want to do can be thoroughly vetted. Have they taken out public liability insurance cover?
Well, no. Well, if they have, they haven't told me about it.
My subcommittee cannot possibly take cognizance of these people.
Oh, all right. They didn't know the rules. But you can help them if you want to.
I don't want to, Councillor Watts. They're evidently living in a fool's paradise. A world in which there are no council regulations. Furthermore, they've sent a lad on a man's errand. I'll bid you good afternoon, Councillor Watts.
Is there any ice cream for afters?
No, we've got no ice cream, but we've got some biscuits. Sophie, I hope you're going to eat that sausage. They cost money.
Mrs. Webster, is it?
Yeah.
I'm DC Yates and my colleague DC Wright. Is it convenient for us to come in?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Are they police?
Yeah.
Bet you've come back that far at Mum's shop.
That's right, young lady. Some questions we need to ask your mother.
Great poem, mate. Oh, Mr. Barlow was squirming. Yeah, he squashed you though, and you just sat there all meek and took it.
I'm just playing with old Barlow. You'll see. You won't know what's hitting by the time I finish.
Your insurance company isn't happy, Mrs. Webster. That's why we come into it.
They're not happy. Well, neither am I. It was my shop that burnt out.
They've had a look at the scene, you see, and they're a bit concerned about how the fire actually started and when.
What are you getting at? Are they trying to wriggle out of paying for the damage? Because I've heard about insurance companies doing that.
That's not for me to say. As I understand it, they have reasons for being suspicious.
What, are you saying that somebody set fire to the shop deliberately?
That's what we're looking into, yes.
And you're looking at me? Is that what you're saying? Why don't you come straight out with it?
Mum, are you all right?
I think we'd better leave this talk for now. We'll continue it tomorrow down at the police station.
I've got nothing to hide. If you've got something to say it now.
The police station, Mrs. Webster. 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'll see ourselves out.
Mum, what did he want? Have you done something wrong?
No, everything's fine, love. There's nothing for you to worry about.
Last cottage wine, please, Betty.
OK, Doc.
You've been in here since lunchtime?
Of course not. I've a business to run, you know.
Do you want a drink?
No, I'm all right.
There we are, look.
Get the change done.
Oh, darling.
Did you get her sorted, did you?
Who?
Oh, your lady wife. No, you didn't, did you? You chickened out. I thought you might.
I've never chickened out of anything in my life. I'm just waiting for the right moment.
Well, December 2007, there's going to be an eclipse of the sun. That sounds like the right moment.
I'll show you. Eve?
What is it?
A word in private now.
It'll have to wait. I'm busy.
When I say now, I mean now.
Oh, what do you think you're playing at?
Come on.
Oh, dear.
We've got things to sort out, and I don't want any interruptions.
All right. Hey, what were all that about?
Well, they're newlyweds, aren't they? Very passionate man is that Fred Elliot. When he gets the urge, it's best to stand well clear.
Hey. What do you think you're doing, dragging me in here like that in front of all the customers?
You and me need to have a serious talk. I know what you've been doing, and I know where you've been going.
I'm to clue what you're talking about.
Don't come that with me. I knew you were up to something, so I followed you, didn't I?
You followed? Well, of all the nasty, sneaky...
You're a fine one to talk about nasty and sneaky. I saw you. With him, that man, you know who.
You mean Ray? Linda's dad? Yeah, well... I had to see him for one reason only. It's about Linda.
Give over with your lies.
It's true. She's alive. She's all right. She's living in Dublin. She's got a boy.
You'd say anything, wouldn't you, to get
Will
out
you
of this
listen? She got in touch with her dad. He rang me up to tell me, so I had to go and see him. There's things we need to sort out for her, like... She don't want your drinking pal Baldwin finding out where she's not yet anyway, and that's why I've kept it from you.
Is that right?
Truly. You see, I know what you're like. You can fly off the handle so easily. So no, I didn't tell you out to see Ray, because I know how jealous you are, though you've never had cause to be.
And that's the lot, is it? That's it, is it?
That's everything. That's the God's honest truth.
Oh, no, it's not. He told me that you and him were still husband and wife. You're married to him, not me. Now then!
Hello.
Hi. He said he'd be here by 6.
Oh, it's gone 20 past now. Hi. Tea won't be long.
Oh, good. Evening, Blanche. My goodness, you look, different.
Well, so I should hope. New outfit, had me hair done, it cost enough.
Yes, I can confirm that.
I'm going to ring him on his mobile.
What's going on?
Oh, Archie's taking her out on a special date.
Oh, yeah, so we got the place to ourselves then?
Yeah, did you, have something in mind, Ken?
Well, yes, it's been a rather trying day, so a quiet, peaceful night in would be very welcome.
Yes, of course it would. Just what the doctor ordered.
No answer, no message, nothing.
Oh, sounds like he switched his phone off.
Well, why do people do that?
Well, they do it because either they're trying to avoid someone or because they're otherwise engaged.
I swear to you, there is nothing going on between Ray and me. I walked out on him years ago. You know that. There's no way I'd walk back.
All right, all right. What about this business about you and him still being legally married? Now, I don't want any of your fairy tales, none of your lies.
It's true.
You're a bigamist. That's a crime, Eve. Damn it, you must know that.
Well, it wasn't deliberate. I started getting divorced from Ray years ago. I just never got round to finishing it. I mean, I wasn't bothered. I was away from him. That's all I cared about.
How could you go through with this wedding knowing all time it were a phony?
Well, I wanted to tell you. I just didn't know if you'd wait. If I'd said to you, oh, no, sorry, Fred, I can't marry you.
Well, you should have done.
Yes, but then what? We'd have had to go through the lawyers and all that palaver. I mean, you mightn't have waited. You might have changed your mind.
Well, we'll never know, will we? Had I liked the chance to have the choice. You lied to me, Eve. You lied day in and day out. I give you my name. I gave you a home, this place to queen it over. I gave you everything.
And what about me? What about everything I've given you?
Oh, no. You're a taker, Eve, that's all you are.
Oh, don't you come there with me. I have given you everything a wife could. I have fed you. I've always been there for you. I've put up with you, and that's not been easy, believe you me.
Now, that's enough of that.
I've had to listen to you grinding on. Tales after tale over and over. Always the big man, always the know-all.
I don't believe I'm
Yes, well, I didn't get such a great bargain either. You're not much use to a woman. In fact, you're not exactly God's gift.
You stood there, side by side with me, and you made a solemn oath, same as I did. Remember? Hey? Do you take this man to be your lawful wedded husband? I do, you said. How could you say that and know that the whole thing would be a sham?
Oh, give over. Just tell me this. What harm has it done you?
All I've ever asked of you is that you be straight with me.
All you've ever asked? It's been pester since the day we got wed.
Only the truth is we didn't get wed, did we?
No, well, happen it's just as well, 'cause I've had about as much as I can take.
Now, see. Now, just let's simmer down, shall we? I dare say we've both of us said things we don't really mean.
Well, you might have. Not me. In fact, do you know, I don't know how I've put up with it. I'll not stop under the same roof.
You don't mean that.
Every last word. You and me, we're finished.
Is that it? All we've had together? Is this the end, then?
Too flaming right it is. Goodbye. Good riddance.
Eve, we can talk about this!